an increasingly fragmented world, you need a news service that you can trust. Our Golden Gibbo nominated team brings you the news as it breaks.
Welcome back to GB24.
This is GB24. This is GB24, live 24 hours a day.
Hello there. Thanks for joining us here on this beautiful Wednesday evening. My name's Josh Porter. With me, as always, it's my good brother and friend, Eden Porter.
Thank you very much, Joshua, my other brother. Yes, we're here in the Game Boys live studio 24 hours a day, 364 days a year.
And how many days a week?
Oh, I think that'd be bloody well 7 days a week, wouldn't you, Josh?
7 days a week. Just want to rattle off no matter what kind of system you're using, your days, your months, your hours. Well, how many minutes are we on a year, Ed? How many minutes in a year?
Any calendar, the Gregorian calendar, that's the main calendar, I know.
Is it the Aztec one? What was the one that ended in 2012?
Aztec calendar, yes. No, that ended in 2012. But bloody, we're still ticking. Game Boys 24 style.
Ticking. But thanks for tuning in, guys. We're here, obviously, locked in the studio all year round. But thanks for tuning in. The current time is 8:09.
Let us out, I say. Just kidding. We love our job. I think it's about time we get to the headlines, which today is the top baby names going round. Let's check it out. That's right. The first new baby name is actually Elon Musk and Grimes' new baby, which is being pronounced X-Asher 12 Musk. There we go, X-Asher 12 Musk. And of course that comes from X being the unknown variable. Ash is the elven name for AI, artificial intelligence. And A12 is Elon Musk's favorite plane, which he thinks is the coolest plane going around.
Great reason to name another human being after your favourite plane. And keeping track with that, we've had a lot of other couples come in who've recently named their, also for their love of Elvish and aeroplanes. Another common baby name these days is Legolas, Boeing 747.
There we go. And still with baby names, we've got the next latest craze is the Capatcha Code. They're taking the world by storm. A lot of families seeing it online and thinking, bloody well, I want to go with that as my baby name.
Yes, and of course, one of the other popular names, which is in memory of the iTunes gift card that they used to buy the album with which the baby was conceived. It's, of course, the gift card scratch off. That's also a very popular baby name these days.
Oh, there we go. That's the baby. I know that's my favourite baby name of the 2020s.
And I think legally they have to have that on any documentation or forms. So when they're doing a roll call at school, it has to be a scratch off. So when they do the roll call at school, they go, "Is everyone? Oh, hang on, X47321."
I think that's going to be great. Now in the crazy Game Boys studio, of course, it's the time that we do this every day, really. It's the mystery sound.
Oh, the mystery. I love the mystery sound, Eden. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, we do a mystery sound.
Yes. Very reminiscent of breakfast radio, but this time with a little bit of class.
Yes, absolutely.
So our producer, for those playing at home, could we please hear the mystery sound? Oh, okay. Very interesting. What's your initial thoughts, Josh?
I think it's organic. I think it's natural. I think it's real. I think we're looking at something like a hamster, or what's the other one that puts all the stuff in its jowls? Is that just a hamster?
A rat?
No, not rat. I'm going to go. It's a. What did I say? A
Hamster.
A hamster. It's a hamster. Pining for its mother because it wants some milk.
Okay, I'm. There we go again. I'm actually thinking that is a porpoise in heat. I'm going with a porpoise in heat. Let's see on the let's quickly check on the Sosch. What have we got in there? Anyone come through?
Sosch.
Yeah. Oh,
Newt. This is a go. We've got someone suggested it's Newt from Alien. That is a very
from
good
Alien.
call.
They mostly come at night. Mostly. What else? Any other guesses there?
There's a gerbil.
A possum's a good one. Very
Baby
good.
alligator. Baby alligator. Goose tube. I think that might be it.
Well, that is very good.
We will find out later in the show, but yes. I think baby alligator is a hot tip for me.
Okay. Well, let's get on with the show now, Josh. What's up next?
Yes. Well, now we're going to head over to the Boomers Corner, where we've got our real rusted-on employee, Arthur Douglas. He's been with the company for well over 50 years, and we're going to cross over to him. He's at home, and he's going to be telling us all about the great stuff that's coming up for Foxtel. He's going to review the latest programs on Foxtel for us. And so we're going to tune in over to Art, who he's been here for a very long time. And we always like to just check in with him and see what the Boomers are up to and what's the hottest stuff, and review all that new tech that they struggle with, of course, don't they? Art, can you hear us? No, I don't have quite Art yet. He might be struggling with the technology, maybe. Not to worry, though. Of course, Art lives out in the eastern suburbs. He's a very avid watcher of Foxtel. Art, are you there?
Yes. Yes. Here I am talking here about Foxtel.
Sorry. Sorry. We're just on the other camera, mate. Just on the other camera.
I'm looking down the camera.
No. There's the other camera. The one with the red light. We're looking for.
I'm currently looking down what they call the barrel.
So guys, can we just change the camera? Just switch the camera.
Another. Okay. There, I believe. Yes, I believe I've got it now. Fantastic.
No, Art, you've gone down, Art.
I've gone down.
Come back to the original one, mate.
I've gone down to the camera.
One.
There. Okay.
Just back up to the original. Can we switch back to the other camera, guys? The one who started on, please.
I've got it. Look, I've got my iPad here. I've got several iPads.
No.
I've got an iPad here.
Back to
an iPad here.
There's actually no iPads. We didn't supply any iPads.
Josh, I've got bloody 3 iPads here, and not one of them's working.
Okay, can we switch back to the original camera, please? Just follow the red light, mate. Just want to follow the red light.
They've all got red lights on them. I've got a red light here, and I've got a red button here.
Can we switch back to the other camera for us, please?
Can we
just switch to the camera?
Okay. There we go. I think I've got it now.
Okay.
Can I? There we.
Can we just have just focus on the red light, Art?
I think I've got a red button here. What does that
do?
Not the
no. Just focus on that. Just we don't need to do that. Is you there, Art? On that, I think. Okay, not to worry. Well, that is Boomers Corner. So thanks to Art for telling us all the latest great stuff about Foxtel. And so I think now it's time to. I'll have to do Art's star rating, I guess, for him, because I'll give it 4 iPads out of 5. It's probably what that's worth, I think, there. Yes, of course. Anyway, moving on now. Thanks very much to Art. It was a pleasure having him on the show. But for now, I think we're going to be having a quick update about COVID-19 and some of the announcements that we made recently. So, actually, we've got some breaking news.
Hang on. Breaking news is coming through. Yes, breaking news.
What is the breaking news?
What is the breaking news?
The
GB24 studio is actually a submarine.
Yes,
okay.
It's very pressurized in here.
We're actually submerged, are we?
Yes, it's the hunt for Red October, so that's what we're very trapped here. I'll have to get the periscopes out later, but it's a live studio, guys. Anything can happen. And right now,
You know the great
Well-
thing about I remember Sean Connery in Hunt for Red October? He's meant to be
Yeah.
playing a Russian. And
great.
he just went straight for the Scottish accent.
He never tried. He didn't bother. And everyone went,
no.
he'll be fine.
He's dive. Pork chops and apple sauce. That's why Sean Connery.
Pork chops and apple sauce.
That's why Sean Connery. I'm sticking to it. What's next on the show? I believe we have the COVID update.
COVID update.
Yes, COVID-19 is in the news at the moment. We're all a little worried, not really knowing what's what and what we're dealing with. So what we thought, we'd take a moment today to actually have a look at where we are with the COVID-19 and where we are with COVID-19 updates. Because the last thing we need is update upon update. So how many updates do you get a day? How many updates do we want a day? And how many updates do we need a day? So we've actually got a professional COVID-19 updater with us this evening, and he's going to be spreading some information. What's the opposite of fake news? The opposite of fake news is real news. That's right. GB24, we're not about the fake news. We're all about the real news. So we believe we've got our expert, Douglas Moorehew. I believe Douglas Moorehew is on the line to talk about our current coronavirus.
Yes,
is he there?
I'm here. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me, though.
Yes, I can hear you. There we go, Douglas.
There we are. Beautiful. Now, you did call me an expert. But a lot of people would also call me a politician. So that's what I am. But yes, of course, there are a lot of new restrictions coming to force. We heard a lot of people asking a lot of different questions. So I'm here just to lay it down to you nice and simple to let the people know what they can and cannot do at any given time.
Well, please, could you please let us know what can the people do?
Yes, now you might have heard the restrictions in your own home. It's up to 5 people, 5 guests, okay? And that outdoors, you've got 10, up to 10. So if you're in your house, you've got 5 close friends and family. If you open a window, you can get 2 additional people in your house. That's it. If you open the back door, that's another 1 person. You're half in, you're half out. If you've got friends visiting, they must be family, though. They can visit in a car, but the car must remain in the carport, and the car can have up to 7 people in it. And if you choose to bring the car inside the house, well, you can have up to 20 people so long as 7 of them remain in the car.
So by my calculations, that's about 42 people and a car in your house as long as all windows and doors are open at all times and 3 of them are related to you.
Absolutely. And in terms of getting around town, there are a couple of reasons that you can be traveling, particularly if you're on your way to a wedding. If you're on the way to a wedding or you're returning from a funeral, you're allowed up to 7 close friends, no family, just friends, inside a hearse at any one time. And also in terms of outdoor activities, we are lifting the bans on outdoor social gatherings and also sporting events. So you can, if you're going to be playing some social sport, it must be non-contact, keep your distance, but you can have up to 20 people. But the key thing with having those 20 people, and I cannot stress this enough, Eden, I cannot stress this enough. If you are doing sports activities, it must be a schoolyard pick, and Colin Bowman must always be picked last or not picked at all.
Okay. Very interesting. Now, tell me more about the updates. How are the updates going?
We have been absolutely inundated with updates, particularly at the start of this pandemic. So we've had a huge spike in updates. And so what we're encouraging people to do is to limit the amount of updates they're giving. We want to flatten the curve of updates. And as you notice, I think this is working quite effectively. 6-7 weeks ago, every day, every hour, we were having updates. Now we're going to, weekly, 3 weekly, that kind of thing. So we're really flattening the curve of the updates to make sure people don't get fatigued from the updates. We still want to take attention to the updates, but not so many updates at any one time.
Okay, so you heard it there first. So we're trying to flatten the curve of the updates. But the question on everyone's lips is once we decrease these updates, will we see a second wave of updates start hitting us later on? But that's a question for another day. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The updates on top of the updates on top of the updates. Great work there.
Yes. We are going to head off to a quick break. But before we do, of course, we have to check in on, once again, the Summers Carroll website. We went through our live check-in on the Summers Carroll website. There it is.
That is the actual Summers Carroll website.
We We are still waiting on the big rebuild. The big reveal has got to be coming up soon. We check on it daily here, but we'll be right back after these short messages.
Thank you very much. There we go. These messages will be back right after the break.
The messages will be back after the break, will they?
Well, they will. They will.
What's that controller? Still the one who can scratch my fear. You're still the one that I wouldn't spit. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. You are still the one that can make me laugh. Still the one that's my better half. We're still having fun, and you're still the one.
This has been another presentation from Wide World of Esports.
On a current affair.
What has to be one of Australia's most ruthless plumbers.
He took everything.
And we are going to show you his face, because he is one of the lowest individuals we have ever come across.
Do you have a license to install plumbing?
A current affair tonight.
It's Pikachu!
There we go. Excellent.
I've
We're
just popped off down the road.
yeah.
Popped off down the street for a moment. Back. There we go.
There we go. Josh is. We're just have a drink there, mate. Now we are ready and willing for our next subject. Hope you enjoyed those commercials and maybe purchased a few products on the way. So now we're going to be heading across to another subject that is near and dear to our hearts. And there's a subject where we look at a current issue, or some would say a current affair. Yes, that's right. It's time to our current affair subject. And here we are at the current affair desk. Now today is a topic that is near and dear to our hearts. That's right. It is about Australia's dodgiest housemate. Yes, some of the housemates that people have been mailing in their housemates left, right and centre. We've chosen the dodgiest of the dodgy. And really, this particular housemate, he couldn't care less.
Couldn't care less.
Yes, that's right. In his own words, when we approached him, we said, "Are you okay if we put this on television?" And you know what he said to us? "I couldn't care less."
Couldn't care less.
And so really, when we're looking at someone that couldn't care less, I really think that he needs to care a bit more, because at the moment, he couldn't care less. He couldn't care less. So let's cross live now to our reporter in the field, looking at Australia's dodgiest housemate.
Yes, thank you, Eden. I'm down here in my house, and we still are on the search. And he's been very elusive, but I think we've tracked him down to his bedroom once again. So we're just going to see if he's in. Mr. Pisasale, Mr. Pisasale, are you there, Mr. Pisasale? Mr. Pisasale, Mr. Pisasale, I'd like to talk to you. Thank you very much. Now, it has been known that currently in this house, you are leaving the heater on and leaving the door open at the same time. Now, Mr. Pisasale, do you think it's acceptable as a member of this household to have a heater blaring on your feet while the outdoor door is open?
Josh, I think you're missing the point about why the heater's on and the door's open. I like to feel cozy on my legs, but cold at the top.
Okay, well, now do you think this electricity bill in this household is absolutely through the roof here. Groceries aren't getting any cheaper. And this family, if you're going to have to be the one, are you happy to look your kids in the eye and tell them, hey, guys, you're going to have to pick one theme park to visit at the Gold Coast this year. We can't afford a 3-park super pass.
Josh, I guess the kids will have to decide being hot or having a live streamed comedy show out of their house. I guess those two things take up quite a lot of electricity, right?
Yeah, they probably do, but we're not talking about me right now.
I'd get out now. I'd get out while you're ahead there, Josh.
Okay. Well, thanks for your questions. Yeah. Okay. Under he goes. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you there, Josh. Live from Australia's Dodgiest Housemate. We can only guess what could possibly happen next week. Let's hope he is a little more well-behaved. Let's see. Let's check in on the Sosch again. Any questions there? Any reactions there to Christian? Let's have a look. No reactions at all. They were very engrossed with Australia's Dodgiest Housemate there. Apparently, maybe after the show, we'll put up a poll to see what their thoughts are on heating use with door opens. Isn't that right, Josh?
It's absolutely ridiculous. This is not a joke.
Okay.
He has the door open to the balcony and the heater running. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, well, Tim on Soch, he says, poor guy, he just wants to keep warm, but obviously not enough to close the doors.
Exactly my point. Thank you, Tim. I think he's definitely one of Australia's dodgiest housemates. Absolutely.
I definitely think so as well.
Got some more breaking news.
We've got some new breaking news, apparently. What could it possibly be? I wonder if we're in a submarine again.
Yeah, I wonder what the studio's doing now.
Still in submarine.
Great.
Okay.
Yes, it's very...
Yep.
I'm really feeling the pressure down here, isn't it?
Yes. There we go. We're still in a submarine, apparently. Just...
Oh no! Quick! We're filling with water. Plug the leak. Oh, okay. Well, not tomorrow.
Oh, that's Sebastian?
Oh, okay. Well, we'll just carry on the show.
Take the plug out of the studio floor. There we go.
That was close. Oh, jeez, my clothes remain miraculously dry.
Marty McFly's clothes from Back to the Future Part 2. You know that instantly dries himself.
Well, now it's time to... right now it's time for one of our favourite segments on the show where we go head-to-head. That's right. It's time for Crossfire.
Now, Crossfire, we both take a corner of the ring and we're going to battle at mono-a-mono to get to the bottom of one of the most furious debates that raged throughout the 90s, and that is, which is better? The Bartman, which I'll be representing.
And I'll be representing the Carlton.
Oh, it's Bartman versus Carlton. That's right. I'll let you take the first blow there, Josh.
Take the first blow. Okay.
So I'm going to hit you with it. Okay.
Oh, okay. Good. Good to know.
Bartman was released in 1990. For those that don't know, it was part of The Simpsons. It was actually a track released on their album, The Simpsons Sing the Blues. And surprisingly enough, the Bartman reached #1 in Australia, Ireland, New Zealand, Norway, and the UK.
So what was that album?
It's called The Simpsons Sing the Blues.
Because I remember I had the key songs in the key of Springfield. I had that.
Yeah, this was not that. This was actual.
Well, that's what I had. That was great. No, that was all great songs. I learnt all the Simpsons songs from that CD.
Yeah, and I'll take you with this. Do you know this actually was the brainchild of Michael Jackson? Yeah. So Michael Jackson loved The Simpsons, and he loved Bart in particular. So he said, I want to put a song forward for Bart to sing. So he produced the song. Unfortunately, he couldn't write it or sing it because of his contract negotiations. So they actually got someone else to write the song. But it's well been believed that Michael Jackson actually did write it and slipped it in there. And he does do the backup vocals sneakily. So that's MJ.
And in the episode that had Michael Jackson, was that Michael Jackson doing the voice of Michael Jackson, or was that some guy?
No. That was Michael Jackson talking like Michael Jackson. That was the episode Stark Raving Dad. And if interesting, they couldn't afford to have Michael Jackson sing on the episode. So the song that he sung was actually by a Michael Jackson impersonator.
Great. Really good.
So that.
It's very straight. Okay, well, I'll take you to task with the Carlton dance, of course, made famous by Alfonso Ribeiro, played Carlton Banks in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. First aired in the Christmas episode of 1992. That was the first time it was danced, but it wasn't actually danced with until the following season's episode 10, when it was danced to with It's Not Unusual. That's the key part. So that's a very important part of it.
There it is.
Now, he did recently, it was recently used in TV shows, not in TV shows, it was used in video games, Fortnite and 2K 2016 NBA. And he actually tried to sue them.
NBA.
Yeah, it'd be like a taunt thing that they do that. And so he tried to sue them for use of the dance. And the judge, he didn't win. So it is free and open for everyone to do and everyone to use as they see fit. But the judge said it was a simple routine. It wasn't complex enough to clear the bar for being a thing that you could copyright. So it's a simple routine. It's open to everyone. It's open to people. Anyone could use it. And interestingly, it is a combination between Courtney Cox's dancing from the Bruce Springsteen clip for Dancing in the Dark and also Eddie Murphy's White Guy dancing. So it's a combination of those two things.
Okay.
But perhaps I think the final nail in the coffin, Eden, solidifying the Carlton as the better dancer than the Bartman, is that in Dancing with the Stars, Alfonso performed this dance as part of his routines and got a perfect score of 40 on Dancing with the Stars.
I think I'm going to have to concede to it there. The fact that no one has actually spoken about the Bartman for about 30 years. Whereas the Carlton has remained relevant to today's audience. So I'm going to give you that. But what does the socials think? Amanda Lee says the dance is great. Also love the name of the dance. Watching old style Simpsons is creepy.
Murky suggests that the judge, okay, judge, if it's so simple, why don't you do it, mate? Why don't you get up there with your silly wig and do the Carlton dance?
Okay, Judge. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's good. What else we've got? Yes, there we go.
The Carlton's taken it. The Bartman has been put to shame. The Carlton is the victor. And thanks very much for that, Eid.
Oh, there. Yes, thank you very much. There we go. There we go.
Good job.
There we go. Now, I will actually just add a little something as a little tagline to that. When the Bartman did come out, it did start a craze of other animated songs. I've just got here. So Mattel planned a Barbie rock album called The Look. MCA Records wanted one based on the Super Mario Brothers, an actual studio album. And, of course, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had great success with Vanilla Ice. Go Turtle,
That's right.
Go Turtle. And,
was that part of the film?
Yeah, that was part of the film. Yep.
Yeah,
And finally, Disney issued an album of Caribbean songs sung by the Little Mermaids, Sebastian the Crab,
who we just had in the studio earlier. So
I think that, and
there he is.
Oh, there he is, Sebastian the Crab.
It would have made a lot of money, I'm sure.
There we go.
But for now, it's time to check back in on the mystery sound and see if. Sorry. Before we go back to the mystery sound, it is a Hollywood interview, I'm being told. Now, this is just a big celebrity, big, huge, famous person. We love them. We absolutely love them here at GB24, and I'm so excited to be talking to them, to him or her, I guess. Can't wait. Can you hear us? Celebrity. Do we? Maybe we don't. It's just waiting. Hello.
Well, hey, how are you? hey, here we are.
I'm good. Yes, and obviously you're here to promote your new film.
Oh yeah, of course. It's a great film. I love it. It's good. It's great, and I'm here, and I'm loving doing it. And you know what? I love you as well. Yeah.
You love me as well.
Yeah.
Well, have you been quite prolific with a lot of films, Mr. Cage?
No. I don't think I've worked with Mr. Cage. I mean, I look at Cage and I go, wow, he's great.
Oh.
But I think it best sums up when I was in Patagonia on a spiritual quest there, and I stepped on a small ant, and I thought to myself, wow, I've got to respect the ants. Yeah.
Yes. Now, if you did want to tell us, I do believe you've got quite a wacky story from when you were a kid, and you got smashed in the nose with a baseball, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I was like, wow, it hit me right in the nose, you know. Yeah.
You do sound a little bit like Harry Carey, but I think that's all we've got time for now. Thanks for joining us, Owen Wilson.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Thanks.
Very much
That's
okay.
me.
Yes.
Bye.
All right. Thank you, Owen. Of course, he's just a great celebrity, and we love him here at GB24. He's a very funny guy. And how about that Shanghai Nights and Shanghai Noon? What a great franchise that was. I tell you, I'll pay top dollar for those every single time. But for now, we are going to finally move on to the mystery sound, where we will get that revealed for you very, very shortly. I think the baby crocodile was a pretty good guess. Can we hear the sound once again?
Oh, I think that is good. I think that's a great guess. Almost as good as our Owen Wilson that just came in. Almost as good as that. Yeah, almost. Okay, well, I think there's any more guesses that came through. There we go. No, I think there's Sosch we're looking at there. There we go. No other guesses.
No more
I
guesses.
think we're going to. I think Goose online GooseTube there might have it. Can we please reveal what the mystery sound was, producer?
Hey!
It was a baby alligator.
Fantastic.
Nailed it.
I will be sending you out one of these GB24 mugs.
Oh, yes. Great GB24 mugs. You can find them on all good websites and some not so good.
On all good websites.
Mr. Stubbs!
It's Dickie D.
I just remembered we haven't used this device.
Oh,
yes.
Dickie. There's a reason for that. Get out of here.
Good.
Yes,
I tell you,
Dickie
it just
D.
keeps popping up. I don't know how we got into submarine, to be honest. I thought we could get underwater in a submarine and we'd finally escape Dickie D. It doesn't seem to be the case, though. He'll get it anywhere.
I think so. Well, I think that's pretty much everything we've got time for. So let's just recap the headlines. Of course, the baby names. We had Xashay 12, Musk.
Yes, one of the other favourites, Legolas, Boeing 747.
Yes. And then, of course, we had, hey, please enter this to get onto a website. Catchphrase there.
Yes, and finally, the gift card scratch away gift card tag on the back there as the last baby name.
There we go. Well, that's all we've got time for here tonight. So thank you very much for joining us here. Josh, what do you have coming up?
I've got a comedy podcast called Welcome to Patchwork, which you're more than welcome to tune into. Look up on your favourite podcast app of choice. It's a comedy show. We do fortnightly releases, but check it out. It's a lot of good fun. Eden's not involved in that, so it's really great. And how about you, Eden?
I've actually been chipping away at a podcast of my own, Cancelled Movie Report, where we take some of the most amazing, interesting films that were never made and we bloody well make them. That's right, we recreate them with a full voiceover cast. And this week's release was Crusade, the unmade Arnold Schwarzenegger and Paul Verhoeven film about Arnie on the Crusades. And might I say, it is one of the greatest cancelled movies ever. There's a couple of scenes in it that will blow your mind. There's one point where Arnie is pinned up against the wall in chainmail, and he has to flex his muscles so hard to shatter out of the chain. That's just a taste of what's going there. So definitely check out that. That's out now on Apple iTunes. Go check it out. Now, I think that's it from the studio for now.
That is all we have time. We're going to stay here. We're going to keep broadcasting 24/7. You guys can go, though. It is 8:41 for those playing at home. Thanks very much for joining us, and we'll see you in a fortnight.
Thank you very much. That's 2 weeks when you can tune in again. Good job.